Welcome to the introduction of my BMW R1150 Custom. Let's check it out. So here we are. This is the bike, finally got it back on the road. So what is it? Let's start from the beginning. Let's have a walk around first. What do you think? Got a bit of a Marlboro Dakar look happening. So this actual motorcycle is was first built in 2001, so it's quite an old bike. But what I've done is I found the lowest mileage one I could find on the internet, and it seemed like nobody wanted to buy this bike. It was very unloved, and but surprisingly enough, this bike has only had 2 owners. The first owner owned this bike for the best part of 23 years. And the second owner had it for the rest of that time, and they were friends. I think they were in the army. But yeah, here we are. All quite clean really, but it wasn't like this when I got it. It was actually, I'll put a picture up of what it was like when I bought it. But this is how I finished it. So here's a video of the actual bike prior to me getting hold of it. I bought it sight unseen from eBay, and to be honest with you, it was really low mileage, with the only having 2 owners and the first owner for the first 20 years. But it was a bit hanging really, a bit unloved, a bit ugly, but there you go, quite a transformation. So let's look at the details of the bike and what I did. So the obvious things are first. So the front end, I bought it from a French company, I believe, called Unit Garage, and they sell this front sort of cowl and high mudguard. So I took the whole front end off. There's a huge amount of scaffolding on that, and a huge amount of work to actually get that off. Actually, it wasn't that hard, but actually to relocate everything. So for example, I had to relocate the oil cooler down there. They supplied some fittings, but they weren't the best. The other thing that I bought was the instrument binnacle. Here we are. You can see that, it's a bit bright. It's only done a low mileage of 20,000. This is an original low mileage bike, so I was very lucky to get hold of it. Now the great thing about this binnacle is that it has everything you need on it, but the actual original bike has this little module here which tells you fuel gauge, oil temperature and gear position indicator, believe it or not, which is very, very useful. So I couldn't really do without that, so I've zip tied them on for now, but I think I'll find a more permanent solution. Obviously this whole subframe came with it, the bar risers, etc. This was all, look, here's the unit garage, front pad. Doesn't fit great, but I had to make that fit. The mirrors are original, the handguards are all original, heated grips still work, quite worn, but they do a good job. This is actually an ABS bike, as you can see here, but I've deleted the ABS on this bike. And the other thing I've obviously done is repainted the tank. It was a black bike, and I given this Marlboro Dakar look. I added the crash bars. I also ordered this Black Widow exhaust for it, which is, it sounds really nice, and we'll listen to it in a minute. But the best thing about it is it deleted that horrible catalytic converter. So that was a really good thing. Obviously I took the rear mudguard off and the hugger because I just wanted to expose that rear tyre and give it that look. The rear seat was actually attached to the bike, but just on the ride today, I managed to lose it by going over a big bump. I must not have had it securely located. This is actually my first maiden ride on the bike. Ocean BMW supplied this bike from new. I put new brake pads in. I've put braided hoses in, tied them all up nicely. Tried to clean the wheels the best as I could. Obviously, as part of the service, I changed the final drive oil. Obviously all the brake fluid, oil everything. It was pretty straightforward. The bike was pretty grubby. You can see there's a few little marks on it, which I'll get around to. But it drives and it rides amazingly with that, look, the telelever front suspension there. Original indicators. And that engine crash bar, which I think is a must on this bike, because when it's moving, it's brilliant. But when it's slow speed, it's a bit, let's say, precarious, to say the least. New brake pads, new braided hoses up to the master cylinder, Venhill hoses on that. Should we listen to her? Give it a go. Set the preload up for medium, but it's been a great bike, really. So let's fire her up. There's the fuel pump there, the idiot lights. You can see those. It's got a little bit of fuel left in it. Feels great when it's not a lot of fuel in it. And let's hit the start button. Had to odd the quad lock, necessary. A lot of these coverings for the wires are perished, and I think it's quite normal for a lot of these bikes to have that. Sounds fantastic, really. Took the baffle out far too loud, and also it affected the performance. I guess there was not enough back pressure or something. But one thing I've noticed, everyone sees me on this bright orange sort of like Marlboro looking bike, but also the police seems to tend to ignore me, which is really fun. And a lot of bikers don't say hello, because it's a GS thing. Some people think it's a newer bike than it is, but it's not. Panniers are all gone. Left the original lights, because I like the original lights. Big number plate. Sounds great, doesn't it? Let's give it a bit of blip. Bit of huff and a puff. There you go. I hope you enjoy. So there we go. There's the introduction to the BM. Turn her off. But yeah, fantastic piece of kit. I'm really glad. I'm going to add some sort of Marlboro stickers here, maybe one here, just to give it that full Marlboro look. But super happy with it. Very cheap to insure, very cheap to run, very frugal bike actually. So very pleased, very impressed with it, and we'll have some more adventures on it. See you later.